My respected seniors, my dear batchmates, bhabis, and all the young, lovely Scindians here. It's my privilege to be back to the school. It's like homecoming. Most of the things that I wanted to speak, some has been quoted by Principal Sir and Namaskar Dhanraj Manik Prabhu Sir. My senior from Siddharth House and my senior from Ravind House.
Good.
So I came to the school in 1974 and spent 10 years here. In 1984, I was 18 years old, but 10 years of my life were spent in this home. Every moment in my life, and my wife will know more than, I don't have to tell them half Indians, they are 1.5 Indians. They know more than what we know about us, because they also know about what all is happening in the school, where the batchmates are. The bond that was created here continues over the years, and I'm sure will continue till my last day. The spirit that Principal Sir spoke about, the culture that the school has, is what needs to remain. It has been there for 125 years, and I'm sure that it will be there till this earth is there. And that is what I would want all these Indians here to keep it with them, to keep the flag high, to be grounded, to be humble, and to learn everything that school teaches us. I would reflect back कि हमने यहाँ पे क्या क्या सीखा और लाइफ में उस स्कूल के दिनों से हमें क्या क्या करने को मिला. It taught us how to face every challenge once you go out into the world. The world is very different. It's not the boundaries of this fort. And I think that right from the first bell that used to ring for wake up till the last gossips that we had going into the bed, even after the roll call was called and we were supposed to sleep, every moment has taught us. Every time I come here, it takes me back 50 years and takes all of us back 50 years. Like any other batch, our batch also has heroes all across, not only this parts of this country, but all across the globe. And it is not only about batch, it is about being a Scindian. Everywhere that you go in this world, the first call that I get is a welcome meet, maybe a dinner, maybe just 10 minutes with some Scindian there. The year that we passed out, 1984, as Sir just said, was the year when computer classes started here. And it was so new to us. There was no email. We didn't have mobiles. The only thing that I still remember is Dr. K.P. Srivastav, Agra Gate, Agra. That is Atul Shastra's father. Or Rohit Sipamalani coming from Calcutta with XYZ address, or people coming and searching me in Jaipur, remembering my phone number, which was in 5 digits those days, or the house number. But still we all connected. And thanks to the technology, which now is available with all of you, I am sure that right being in the school, you would all have your own WhatsApp group. Once you go out of this place, you'll all keep connected, motivate each other, help each other grow. That's one very, very important thing, I think, which also came from the school learning, is that in need or not in need, we are all there, always there, 24/7 for any Indian across the globe. This school assembly, this assembly hall, I'm so fortunate to be standing here. I remember not only coming here for the assembly, but also coming here for movies. There used to be a big projector room there upstairs. Is it still there, sir? No. So we had a projector room up there, and the movies used to be screened here, 16 mm reel. And there are some of those pieces of reels which are still there at home. 1974, when I was in Siddharth House, the school did not have boundaries, though there were set rules that this is out of bound, but we could go to Mansingh Palace with Mr. Hughes on a Sunday when he would take us to Jahangir Mahal, and we used to, the Gurudwara was just coming up, the microwave tower was coming up behind Siddharth House. So many things have changed. Yes, it's good to see that the Nahanis are not there or the Garma is not there. And we need to have better facilities like all the other schools. My brother went to Mayo when I came to Scindia, and I come from Jaipur. 10 years he spent there in that school, 10 years I spent here in this school. And I'll tell you guys something that I'm so very proud of. There's a huge difference in culture. हमें 10 साल इस स्कूल में ये कभी नहीं पता पड़ा कि मेरी जाति, मेरा धर्म, मेरे घर के अंदर क्या मेरा काम होता है, क्या ऊंच क्या नीच, nothing. Never ever in those 10 years we learned how to hate each other. And that was very prominent in that school where my brother was studying. Being a Jain, उसको बनिया बोलते थे. The Rajputs were ruling that school. The blue blood over the other, the second Rajputs and all that, which he learned from 3rd class. I learned many things after passing out from the school कि हमारे बैच के कौन वो बच्चे हैं जो एक्चुअली राजा बोलते थे अपने आप को, लेकिन राजा हैं क्या वहाँ के? We never bothered. What this school also teaches is, as principals have said, be grounded. And I think that's very important. Anyone, all of us have been born with a silver spoon, I would say, many of you with a golden spoon. And there are many things which we need not do when we come to the school. If we would have been back home with our parents, हमको कभी सॉक्स धोने का मौका नहीं मिलता, हमको अपने जूते पॉलिश करने का भी मौका नहीं मिलता, हमको एक नीडल से, जो मिसेस मार्डन ने हमको सिखाया था कि हमारा बटन टूट जाए तो उस बटन को लगाने का कभी मौका नहीं मिलता, हमको स्कूल कैंप्स में विदाउट रिजर्वेशन जाने का मौका नहीं मिलता, हमको ब्लैक मनी क्या होता है छुपा के रखने का वो मौका नहीं मिलता, और एक साइकिल पे एक बुजुर्ग सा आदमी कोल्ड ड्रिंक लेके शाम को कितने बजे आएगा और स्नीक करके साई से कैसे कोल्ड ड्रिंक पिएंगे उसका मौका नहीं मिलता, और हैविंग अ चेकबुक with 200 rupees as the total amount in that for the entire semester, for the entire year, and go to a cafeteria which started at our time, and Mr. Star, who's no more with us, Mr. Star को जाके चेक काटना 10 रुपए का to have a great evening or celebrate your birthday in 30-40 rupees and sneak, और उसमें चोरी करके पीछे से अपने ही बैचमेट्स को अंदर भेज के वो 50 रुपए की जगह 200 रुपए का माल निकाल लेना. So these were good things which I'm not saying कि शरारती नहीं होना चाहिए. Learn that. That's also a learning, because that will help you somewhere in your career. Not to look at it on the negative side of it, but there are many positives. The team building that the school teaches you, it's huge. The trust, Vishwas, every aspect in your life, you will see, you will come across people who bitch around, who would try to pull you down, but never will that a Scindian do. आँख बंद करके विश्वास करके हम किसी सिंधियन से कुछ भी एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. That's a very big learning. School में discipline, afternoon classes, the afternoon nap, which was just good enough for us to lie down on the bed after the lunch and give that 20-minute nap, which you all might have seen in that movie, 3 Idiots, I think, which I always used to crib around as to why do they ask us to go to the dormitory after the school. And I only learned when I started my career that that gives you extra energy to keep on working even at 10 o'clock in the night. The evening games, I tell you, sports is something which the school has given us and given us the sportsman spirit. So I think what is more important is to learn how to lose. Everyone tells you that you should always win. If I would have been at my home, my mother would have always been asking me कि तुम second क्यों आए, first क्यों नहीं आए, तुम आज मैच हार क्यों गए, instead of शाबाशी देना. And I think that's what school gives us, that use the sportsman spirit. Har jeet is a part of life and it will always be a part of life. The evening Astachal. I think there is no other institution in this world which would give you that time, that moment to see the sun setting and be in that Indianness which just Prabhu sir said that Scindia has India, Scindian is an Indian. So I truly agree that having my brother in Mayo and having so many other friends in so many other public schools, the Indianness that our school has, that a Scindian has, the kurta pajama that we wear in the evening, parents ke aane pe pair chhuna. I have seen in my batch also, I remember that whosoever, kisi ke bhi mataji, pitaji, dadaji jab aate the, so all of us would go and get Ashirwad. I don't know, today's young generation, is it still doing it or not, but I have seen to it that my kids do it. उसमें कोई शर्म नहीं आनी चाहिए, किसी चीज की कोई शर्म नहीं. अभी आपने एक वाक्य बताया कि प्रिंसिपल सर के, तो प्रिंसिपल इज आदर्श. अभी गुरुओं के नाम लेने से हमें वो सारे एक एक दिन याद आते हैं. डॉक्टर वर्मा was our house master. We are happy that Suman was our classmate and has been with us. Today is not there here, but in all our batchmates she's been there. From 74 to 84, in those 10 years, we in our batch were around 108 people who, many of whom left or joined in the middle of the school. Just like 6 days for Mr. Ambani, we also have many examples who kind of were our batchmates and who left for better. Arbas was our batchmate. I don't know how many of you know Arbas Khan. He was our batchmate, but not to name anymore. So we have big heroes in our batch. We also have memories and very deep memories of 9 of our batchmates who are no more with us. And that is how life is. From our Astachal, I would go to the evening prep, which teaches you how to actually prep for your next day, how to be ready, how to be always on your toes, how to do extempore things. The elocution, where you had both the types, where a topic was given to you earlier as well as where it was extempore. So these are some very, very great learnings that we got in the school. The Social Service League, I would stop on this, as that is what turned me and made me a great, great human being. The first travel to Sausa village, when I was in the 7th class, showed me what rural India is. The way the school teachers, the school students were spending a day there with those rural kids is where I learned in those days. Today, the Bharat story is much better. The gap has reduced. We see a much better India where, at least as far as I know, nobody sleeps hungry today in India. So we have seen those bad times when there was a percentage of population which was not getting food every day, which people did not have clothes to wear. There were no houses over their heads. So, but India has grown, and when I kind of graduated from IIT Roorkee, I decided to start some business of my own. Failed because in those days there was no startup money to support you. I didn't want my hard-earned father's money to be spent on an idea that I had. Finally joined the government, and I said, is this for what I was born in this earth? Sarkari kaam didn't exactly, go with my way of life, and I decided to do something where I can sleep happy. and that's what is written, which principals have just quoted. Now these three words were taught to me in Scindia School by one of my teachers, and which was, this is your learning age. But learning age never stops. He told me that there is a particular time period when you learn, then you earn, and then you return to the society. But I think learning never stops. Still, every day when I go out into the field, I meet communities, I meet people around, I learn a lot from them. Earn, definitely it's your choice when you want to stop earning. But whatever you have earned in your life, that multiplies and keeps your earning going on. But I think the last part, which is actually return to the society, is again a very, very Indianness. हम हिंदुस्तान में पैदा हुए सभी लोगों को, गरीब से गरीब आदमी को भी, उसके सामने यदि कोई भीख मांगने आता है या उसको करुणा में कोई जना दिखता है, तो वो जो भी उसके पास है वो उसको आगे देता है. So it is not that you have to become a millionaire to become a philanthropist. I think philanthropy is within us, and I then decided to choose my career professionally where I could return to people, and I am very happy today. Thank you so much, my batch, for giving me this opportunity to come and speak to you. Thank you so much, young boys here, to patiently listening, and I hope there is some, learnings that I've shared with you. What right now in your school you may be thinking that why is this happening? What am I going to learn from this? Whatever activities have been planned, co-curricular activities have been planned. So many places that school sends you to participate in, so many functions, so many seminars. Everywhere there's a lot of learning which will help you in your career. All the best, rise and shine. Pagap Scindia.